Welcome everybody, Souldin of the Grin Brothers here, and it's time for another episode of Tea Time. This would be Tea Time 18, I believe. I know I've criticised myself once before for mentioning the number of the Tea Time, but I'm actually going to be uploading this Tea Time today, this very day. I also plan to make a couple other Tea Times which will probably be uploaded in the days to follow immediately. Before starting uploading our next playthrough. It gives me a little, because the internet crashed and various sort of problems emerged and this computer's been running a bit slow. Reckon it's gotten a bit of dust trapped in it. Basically, I haven't been able to be quite ahead of the editing that I'm usually at. So these tea times will, because they're quicker to edit and upload, will help me get the editing for the next playthrough started and sort of get a little bit of a head start on that. In any case, today's tea is a bit of a special tea because Rafi, for Christmas, got me an Arson's tea blending recipe. Arson's tea blending kit. Sorry, I'm reading off the manual here, which is an Arson's tea. It reads Arson's tea blending recipe booklet. So yeah, but it's actually an Arson's tea blending kit. Yeah. And so I've made my very first little tea here. I was originally going to go for the Enchanted Spice, but instead I've decided to go for Tonic Spell. 1 level of teaspoon green tea, half level teaspoon orange peel, half level teaspoon lemongrass, and a pinch of ginger. I think I put a little bit too much lemongrass in it, but I'm going to pour it in. Gonna pour in a small cup because I don't know how this will taste like. I did just make it myself. Maybe I'll have it with some milk in the next recording. Oh, I thought the audio had suddenly gone haywire there. I actually had to try doing a bit of recording earlier, but the dog started barking. Right nuisance that. In any case, today's episode is going to be is conveniently regarding Project Spark. And that's, of course, the big thing that everyone's sort of probably seen recently. Conker's big reunion. So, basically, at E3 last year, E3 2014, Microsoft announced that there'd be a Conker involvement with Project Spark. This caused a lot of people to be happy to see Conker back in some form, but also a lot of people to be mad because they were basically being told, we can't be bothered to make our own Conker Bad Fur Day game, so you have to make your own. It turns out this is not quite the case, because while with the Project Spark thing, Conker's Big Reunion, which is coming out April 23rd, I believe, you're going to be given the sort of kit either within Project Spark or available to download separately to make your own Conker game within the Project Spark engine. In that same sort of package also comes with an episodic adventure made by Team Dakota, I believe I pronounced that right, the creators of Project Spark, all using the very same stuff they've used to make Conker and this sort of episode, all using the same stuff they're going to be giving you to be able to create your own Conker game. So you're basically going to be given an example of what you could do for a Conker's game. Supposedly plot-wise, it's about Conker sort of trying to get for his reunion after 10 years with all of his old pals. My memory of Conker's Bad Fur Day is a bit foggy, but I can't remember him having a lot of friends left. Yeah. Or having friends in general that he actually liked. But basically, he has to have the big reunion at the Kochenplacker, and Conker has to sort of make his way there. Yeah, hopefully that what I just said there was perfectly family friendly. Don't think either of those words are against what I'd say at least in a family friendly setting. Which is kind of the strange thing about this whole Conker Project Spark thing. Project Spark is a family friendly game, or at least nothing about it is, mature rated in terms of concept. And while it's a rather complicated game, so I can't imagine any younger kids getting a good grasp of it, it is a game wherein, it's for everyone sort of thing. Conker, with exception to his initial Banjo-Kazooie appearance, as well as his Game Boy Color game. Yeah, Conker actually had a Game Boy Color game. Funny enough, not many people bring that up. Isn't family friendly. So it's a very strange thing to sort of do with the whole Project Spark thing. Kind of a mishmash of games, as it were. In any case, though, as noted, it will be available to download separately. You don't have to own Project Spark to download Conker's Big Reunion Episode 1 and the following episodes. Whether that means that you actually get the creation package, the Conker creation tools, I'm not sure. That's probably going to be limited to being within Project Spark itself, or at least I'd imagine it to be the case. Because I'm not sure, in a way, it'd probably be better that way to have it with Project Spark, because then you can mission mash what you have in Project Spark. Which we do have a playthrough of the campaign that Project Spark presented itself, all built within, its own Project Spark engine. So, if you want to see that, you can check it. It's on the channel. Yep. Shameless advertising. Then again, you're watching one of our videos, so expect tons of shameless advertising for our own stuff. I wouldn't mind actually being able to advertise, like, these tea things. Sort of like everyone's advertising those, like, Audible Amazon things or such. They're getting paid by tea companies. I just constantly try different teas. But I don't get paid at all. It's a real shame. In any case, thoughts and feelings on the Conker's Big Reunion. Well, I kind of gave off the idea of what I said earlier about how the family-friendly thing mishmashed a bit. But I do like that it's being kept, able to be downloaded separately from Project Spark. Because, there's going to be plenty of people who will like Conker but didn't bother getting Project Spark. It looks pretty cool. Conker's design is a little bit weird, but that sort of thing with the Project Spark art style. Apparently they got the same voice actor for Conker in. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Let me just check the news article. Okay, I can't see it immediately. I was hoping I could see it immediately. But no, if I just browse at that, I won't be able to get anywhere. But yeah, it's the same voice actor from before doing Conker. But he does sound a little bit different, but I imagine that's, age, cause of that. But yeah, it does look like fun, and I did enjoy the Project Spark engine built game. Unfortunately, it does have its problems. It's a rather laggy engine, so I can kind of sort of expect the same sort of problems, though it could be the case that they may have ironed them out. Who knows? In any case, I do like the idea of presenting it as an episodic adventure. I feel that sort of works fairly well. I like the idea of it. And I feel it probably worked better for the sort of case of Project Spark because it was sort of a smaller game sort of thing. So it's not exactly going to be the sort of big, sort of rare revival that's going to really entice a lot of people into, who are fans of Rare into getting an Xbox One. But it's slowly building up because you got Killer Instinct's revival, which I've heard great things about and do want to try out. And that's slowly building up over time. And I'd say that is big enough to really count as a big full game as it is. Meanwhile, you got Conker's Big Reunion is starting to come out. And Battletoads appearing in Shovel Knight, which frankly makes the Xbox One version the best edition of Shovel Knight. And I'm mostly a Nintendo fan here, a Wii U fan here, but that feature is just awesome. Whether I'll be getting Shovel Knight at any point, I don't know. Rafi's been bugging me about it. But if he's gonna keep bugging about me, perhaps he could pay for it himself. But yeah, I enjoy seeing Conker back. He's not the sort of my most beloved Rare IP. My favourite Rare game is, still to this day, Jet Force Gemini, and that revival would be what I'd most look forward to. But I did like Conker, Conker's Bad Fur Day, particularly the multiplayer. I had a lot of fun with the multiplayer modes. Never really did do too well doing the actual main adventure platforming and all that. I remember finding out the sort of ending simply because we had sort of cheat codes unlocked on the copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day we did have. And so that was the only reason we actually managed to see the ending and certain scenes and such. So I've never really played through Conker's Bad Fur Day all the way through, but it was enjoyable. Just not super fun, or at least as super fun as the multiplayer aspect of it, which I felt was more solid overall. Still an enjoyable experience, and it was certainly different. particularly in the fact that my brothers allowed me to play it, even though I was like, I think like 10. Yeah, so they didn't care much for the whole age rating thing. But yeah, Conker's Big Reunion, I look forward to it. I'm not sure I'll actually have the money to download it at the time, because I'm not earning at the moment. My on and off job is currently off. But I hope to get round to being able to download the game. And who knows, maybe we'll do some recording of it on Grin Brothers. In any case, I'm now going to try out my test tea. Not bad, but not good. It's a little bit bland in flavour, actually. There's a kick of lemon to it, but otherwise it's a little bit lacking. Maybe I should have put more of the orange peel and the ginger in. Well, actually, I put a fair bit of ginger in. It said pinch, but yeah, a pinch is the most indefinite description for how much to put in. In any case, that's my episode on Conker's Big Reunion. I think I could have probably done better, but I don't really have huge amounts of thoughts on it. Now, if like a Jet Force Gemini reunion sort of episode package were to come along, then I could talk to you about that a ton, because I absolutely love that game. Conker's series, however, was only I like it, but not. It's not the big rare IP to entice me. Still, I'm glad to see that Microsoft are using the rare IPs. They're using quite a few of them at the moment, actually. But I'm hoping we'll see one big game sort of come out this year that's a rare IP as well. A lot of people are hoping for Banjo-Kazooie, but I'm hoping for, of course, Jet Force Gemini. If not, maybe a cameo would be a nice thing to do. I think Viva Pinata would actually work very well as a Kinect-based game, and they don't really have any many Kinect-based games in the lineup at the moment, now that they've dropped the Kinect 2.0. Admittedly, I don't have a Kinect 2.0 for my Xbox One, but, it's just a cool idea to see the IP still being utilised. In any case, that's all to talk about. Tell me what you think below. Do you like the idea of Conker's Big Reunion? Do you think it's a good idea? And I shall leave on the sound of the dogs barking. Cheerio, everyone!